Bachar el Halabi is a Middle East political analyst, and he joins me now from Beirut. Bachar, I want to ask you, from a personal experience, what is life around you like right now?
Good morning, madam. Well, to start with, life is changing at an extremely rapid pace at the moment in Lebanon, especially over the last month. I mean, you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is check your phone in order to have an idea what will be the exchange rate of the Lebanese lira on the black market today, in order to figure out what will your purchase package be from the local shop or the supermarket, because purchasing power is also decreasing by the second with the change in the exchange rate. So this is to start with. Then you have to figure out a way to brush your teeth, take a shower, get dressed on without any electricity, and even in the near future, possibly water shortages. So this is it. This is how you start your day. And then there's, as you know, there's no public transportation in Lebanon. You have to figure out a way to reach your job or your office while people are also protesting, rightfully so, in the streets and blocking roads due to the deteriorating economic and social crisis. So it is a challenge. It's a daily challenge of mere survival at the moment in Lebanon, just putting food on your table, ensuring your safety and personal security is not at risk, and managing your day like any other citizen in the country. Unfortunately, Lebanese people are in despair at the moment and in complete destitution. And the current sectarian ruling elite has not provided not a single solution for the current crisis, except for the blabber, and excuse me for the word, that the Secretary General of Hezbollah comes out with every once in a while about either agricultural projects or about heading east towards China, Iran, Syria, Iraq for solutions, which whom are possibly and who also made it clear that they're not really able to lift Lebanon out of its current crisis, except for providing some basic needs.
Okay, Bash, I'm really sorry to hear about how dire things are around you. Give us an example for an average Lebanese family. As you said, the first thing you do is check your phone to see the exchange rate. How much, basic food, how much is bread, milk, eggs right now?
So the bread used to cost around 1,500 Lebanese liras. It has been a fixed price, which is an equivalent to $1 on the official exchange rate. It has been a fixed price since the end of the civil war because it is subsidized by the government and the central bank due to Lebanon's imports of wheat from outside. However, nowadays the weight of the bread package has decreased, and so bread loaves have been removed from the bread package, and its price has increased by 500 Lebanese liras, which is also equivalent to 30 cents on the official exchange rate. However, with the official minimum wage decreasing from almost $450 to $71 per day, this increase is massive for the average Lebanese family. And the opportunity to buy bread on a daily basis maybe is decreasing. And mind you, Lebanese nowadays, the diversity of their food diet has decreased also massively. So you go to the supermarket, instead of seeing people buying bread, meat, vegetables, chicken, etc., and some other probably luxury items, nowadays it's strictly adhered to probably bread, some eggs, potatoes, and maybe some tuna packages, and that's it. It's a horrible observation when you head into the supermarket, and it's completely, sad and disheartening.
It's really sad to hear this. And tell us, you mentioned at the beginning that sometimes you can't even brush your teeth. You want to check if there's electricity. How bad is the situation? Because we're in the middle of summer. I think it's probably around 25 to 30 degrees in Beirut where you are. Do you get air conditioning? Do you get lights? Do you get electricity at all even? Or how many hours?
So as you might know or have an idea, Lebanon's civil war ended in 1990. And up until today, we're talking 30, 40 years ever since, 30 years, excuse me, Lebanon has not figured out a way to have full 24-hour power supply for the entire country. So we've already been running before the crisis on 20 or 21 hours of power supply throughout the country. However, recently, with fuel shortages and with the shortage of dollars in the Lebanese central bank, the power supply has massively dropped from 21 hours a day in central district, in Beirut's central district, to 2 hours per day. 2 hours within the 24 hours.
Bachar, and let me just jump in. That also affects hospitals, correct?
Of course. Yes, of course. Yesterday, the head of the hospital syndicate in Lebanon came out to announce that hospitals right now will be running only on the essentials, which means cases of high risk, people who have a huge risk in dying, just as people who are suffering from cancer or some chronic diseases. And that's it. Otherwise, hospitals will not be functioning. And up until today, there is no solution by the current government, which has become a shadow government or a vampire government, basically acting as a front for Hezbollah, who has completed its takeover of the Lebanese state and is not able to provide any solution.
Okay. Bachar el Halabi, thank you so much for sharing your personal experience and helping the international audience really understand what is happening in Lebanon. Thank you so much.